pass the kindness on, and pay it forward. My faith is the foundation that supports, strengthens, and cements what being a good citizen is. And I may never affect change on a grand public scale as a Billy Graham or a Kay Arthur, but I have learned that the best way to contribute to society as a citizen is by helping my neighbors and my community. The moral compass of my faith guides my civic duty to share and spread happiness by passing on the kindness that others bestowed upon me. When wintertime comes around, I check on my elderly neighbors to make sure they are warm and that they have food to eat. And when it's summer, I make sure their air units are working properly. And if not, I reach out to reliable repairmen who do quality work without charging my elderly neighbors too much for their service. In fact, they give them discounted prices, and some don't even charge anything. And I believe it's the gift of faith that moves us to selfless acts of humanity, showing the true heart of this country through citizenship. I also look forward to my future as an educator in the public school system because I will have the extraordinary opportunity to incorporate and model my unbiased faith as a good citizen in the classroom. In my hands will lie the responsibility to teach students what it means to be a good citizen, spreading happiness into the world. I will expose my students to civic engagement through creative ways they can explore the things they value in their community and what their roles can be in it. Making a difference in our community is something that is crucially important to me. Because growing up, my family received help from community helpers and volunteers who would give us boxes of food, toys, and clothing at Christmas time. And despite my father being laid off from work and my mother's work hours cut back to part-time, these were some of the happiest times for us. My father took us to a Christmas tree lot to pick out a tree, but the one my sister and I wanted cost too much for our father to purchase. He drew our attention to another tree, trying to convince us that this one would look great at home, he said. Unbeknownst to us, the owner overheard us. And when our father paid for the tree he could afford, the owner had the tree we wanted placed on top of our car. My father said, "Sir, there's been a mistake with the tree. I paid for that one over there." The owner replied, "There's been no mistake. Merry Christmas," and passed the kindness on. My father thanked the owner, and he did pass the kindness on by helping others in need every Christmas after that. It's near impossible to be blessed by good deeds stem from faith, happiness, and good citizenship, and not have it impact you in such a way that you pass that kindness on and pay it forward. The King James Bible states how God asked Cain about where his brother Abel is. And he responds with the question, "Am I my brother's keeper?" What he's basically telling God is that his brother's not his problem. God then responds by asking Cain, what has he done? And he tells him to listen to his brother's blood cry out to him from the ground. Cain is a prime example of a callous, uncaring human being who is selfish, and his brutal actions make him a deplorable citizen. I submit that we are our brother's keeper, and we should practice that every day and not just in times of tragedies. Faith is invaluable in promoting reconciliation, toleration, understanding, and respect. Each symbolizes a strong, positive force in prevention, administration, and resolving conflict. It also guides us to do the right things and be morally obligated and responsible citizens for making the world around us a happier and better place to live in. The Message Bible states, "Be a good citizen. All governments are under God. Insofar as there is peace and order, it's God's order. So live responsibly as a citizen." I believe when people dedicate themselves to their faith, it makes them better, consciously aware citizens, motivated to make a difference in the lives of others. And those impacted by these acts of kindness are passed on, and in turn fuels everyone involved with the gift of happiness that keeps on giving. Thank you.